Hello and welcome everyone. How often do you pause your busy life and truly think and ponder about your decisions, your experiences, and the direction you are heading in life? Today, in this powerful English learning lecture, we are going to explore two deeply meaningful words: think and ponder. These two words may look simple at first glance, but they carry a strong depth in communication, writing, and everyday expression. By the end of this lecture, you will not only understand their meanings clearly but also learn how to use them naturally in sentences like a fluent English speaker. Let us begin with the word think. Think is one of the most commonly used verbs in the English language. It refers to the process of using your mind to form ideas, opinions, decisions, or judgments. When you think, you are mentally processing information. It can be quick or slow, simple or complex, conscious or unconscious. Think is used in everyday communication in a very natural way. It can express opinion, intention, memory, imagination, or problem solving. It is a very flexible word and fits in almost every context where mental activity is involved. Now let us understand the uses of think in a deeper way. Think can be used when expressing opinion. For example, I think this movie is interesting. In this sentence, think shows personal opinion. Think can also be used when making decisions. For example, I am thinking about changing my job. Here think shows ongoing decision-making process. Think is also used for remembering or recalling. For example, I think I met you last year. Here it is used for memory. Think can describe imagination. For example, think about a world without electricity. Here it creates imagination. Think is also used in problem solving. For example, I need to think before answering this question. Here it shows mental effort. Now let us look at 5 detailed examples of think in practical usage. First example, I think honesty is the best policy in life because it builds trust and respect in relationships. Second example, she thinks she can complete the project before the deadline with proper planning and focus. Third example, they are thinking about moving to another city for better job opportunities and lifestyle. Fourth example, do you think it will rain today or will the weather stay clear and sunny throughout the day? Fifth example, I thought about your advice carefully and realized it was the right direction for me. Now let us move to the second powerful word: ponder. Ponder is a more formal and deeper word compared to think. It means to think about something carefully for a long time, especially before making an important decision. When you ponder, you are not just thinking quickly. You are reflecting deeply, slowly, and seriously. Ponder is often used in literature, speeches, motivational writing, and serious discussions. It gives a sense of depth, wisdom, and careful consideration. While think can be casual and everyday, ponder is more thoughtful and reflective. Now let us understand the uses of ponder in detail. Ponder is used when reflecting on life decisions. For example, someone may ponder about their future career path. Ponder is used when analyzing a situation deeply. For example, you may ponder over a problem before finding a solution. Ponder is used in philosophical thinking. For example, people often ponder about the meaning of life. Ponder is also used when reviewing past experiences. For example, a person may ponder over their mistakes to learn from them. Now let us explore 5 detailed examples of ponder in real-life usage. First example, he pondered over the decision for several days before finally accepting the job offer because he wanted to be completely sure. Second example, she sat quietly by the window and pondered about her childhood memories and how life had changed over the years. Third example, The scientist pondered the results of the experiment carefully before drawing any final conclusion. Fourth example, we often ponder about the purpose of our existence when we face difficult and challenging moments in life. Fifth example, the teacher asked the students to ponder on the importance of discipline in achieving long-term success. Now let us compare think and ponder in a simple and clear way so you can understand the difference easily. Think is general and commonly used in everyday speech. It can be quick, simple, and informal. You think about daily activities, opinions, and decisions without much effort. Ponder is deeper, slower, and more serious. It is used when you are giving something serious thought. It often involves reflection, analysis, and emotional depth. For example, you think about what to eat for dinner, but you ponder about your life goals and future direction. Think is like a light breeze passing through your mind. Ponder is like sitting quietly and watching the sunset while reflecting on life. Both words are powerful, but they serve different purposes in communication. Using them correctly can make your English sound more natural and expressive. Now let us expand our understanding with more explanation and real-life application. In daily conversation, think is everywhere. People say I think so, I think not, I think it is okay, I think we should go now. It is a word that helps you express your thoughts instantly. In professional or academic settings, think is also widely used for analysis and reasoning. For example, what do you think about this strategy, or I think this approach will work better. On the other hand, ponder is less frequent in casual speech but very powerful in writing and formal expression. It gives weight to your words. When you say I pondered over it, it shows seriousness and emotional involvement. If you want to improve your English speaking skills, you should learn how to balance both words. Use think for everyday communication and ponder for deeper, meaningful expression. Let us now build more understanding with additional examples and explanations. Think can also be used in negative and questioning forms. For example, I do not think this is a good idea. This shows disagreement. Another example, what do you think about this plan? This invites opinion. Ponder is often used with phrases like ponder over or ponder on. For example, he pondered over the mystery for hours without finding a clear answer. Another example, she pondered on the meaning of the poem to understand the hidden message. Now let us imagine real-life situations where both words can be used. Imagine you are a student. You think about your daily homework and schedule. But you ponder about your future career and what subject to choose for higher studies. Imagine you are a business person. You think about daily sales and expenses. But you ponder about long-term business growth and market strategy. Imagine you are a traveler. You think about where to eat today. But you ponder about how travel changes your personality and worldview. This is how both words work together in real-life communication. Now let us go deeper into emotional understanding. Think is often neutral. It does not always carry emotion. It is practical and functional. Ponder often carries emotional depth. It is connected with reflection, feelings, and deeper understanding. When someone says I am thinking, it may mean they're considering something quickly. But when someone says I am pondering, it feels like they're deeply involved in reflection. This emotional difference makes English more expressive and powerful when used correctly. Now let us strengthen your learning with a final set of structured examples. More examples of think in everyday use. First example, I think we should leave early to avoid traffic and reach on time. Second example, she thinks learning English will help her improve her career opportunities. Third example, They think the new policy will bring positive changes in the system. Fourth example, I am thinking about starting a new hobby to reduce stress and improve focus. Fifth example, what do you think is the best way to solve this problem quickly and effectively? Now more examples of ponder in deeper context. First example, he pondered over the advice given by his mentor and decided to follow it carefully. Second example, she pondered about the choices she had made in life and how they shaped her present. Third example, the philosopher pondered on human behavior and the nature of existence for many years. Fourth example, we sat together and pondered the challenges ahead before making any final decision. Fifth example, the writer pondered over the ending of the story to make it more meaningful and impactful. As we reach the conclusion of this lecture, remember that language is not just about words. It is about expression, emotion, and clarity of thought. Think helps you communicate your daily mental activity. Ponder helps you express deep reflection and serious contemplation. If you want to sound more natural, confident, and expressive in English, start noticing when to think and when to ponder in your daily life. Practice using these words in your conversations, writing, and speaking. The more you use them, the more naturally they will become part of your language. Thank you for listening to this detailed lecture. Keep learning, keep practicing, and continue building your English skills step by step.